Ethics is a topic for any social science field, such as psychology, sociology, and philosophy. So it's expected that communication has its own set of ethics to follow for one to be considered an ethical speaker. Communication ethics encourages students to explore the moral and epistemological roots of their own thinking when communicating. This means that communication ethics teaches students to consider their communication context, moral standards, and biases to send and receive messages effectively. First, I will discuss my experience with communication ethics. Last spring, I took a public speaking course in which I participated in a debate. My professor assigned me to counter-argue the discussion, but I struggled because I disagreed with my assigned side. I remember the countless hours I spent researching my side, trying to find evidence to argue my point. A lot of the research seemed pointless to me because I couldn't look past my biases and felt like any information that did not support my personal opinion was nonsense. Now that I've discussed this experience, I will now make some inferences. I didn't take the time to find helpful evidence, so I weakened my argument by not having a clear and honest evidence to present. We can infer that if I had applied my current knowledge of communication ethics to this situation, I would have seen the error of my ways and tried to find more honest evidence that adequately represented my assigned topic. My decisions made me an unethical speaker because I misled my audience by not being honest with all my facts. Now that I've made some inferences, I will discuss how these inferences can be transferred to other situations. When you have a career one day, you may be tasked with giving a presentation or collaborating ideas with your team. You may really want to persuade others to go along with your plan, whether this be the idea for handling a new project or the way to present information to your boss or to a team of clients. With communication ethics, you'll understand how immoral it will be to over-exaggerate your ideas to gain favor with your audience. Additionally, if you are in a romantic relationship and your partner confronts you about a conflict, you may want to lie to them to diffuse the conflict and move on. However, with communication ethics, you'll understand that lying to your partner will only mislead them and still cause major issues down the line in your relationship. In conclusion, communication ethics sets a moral standard for speakers regarding how to effectively communicate their points without misleading their audiences and the reasoning behind their moral decisions. It is essential to utilize communication ethics to build trust and respect with your audience. When you are faced with a choice in a communication context, you'll do your best to make the ethical decision, even if it is the unpopular one. Ethical communicators are effective communicators. Thank you.